Moon Over Walpole Bay is my poem about dementia, Alzheimer's, care homes and carers, love and loss, and the timeline of life. It's also a monument to Betty Irene Glass, my wife Nikki's mum, and my mum too since I was 18. She passed away in the autumn, aged 92, after suffering from dementia for many years. The poem focuses on the immense difficulties of dementia and being in a care home. In the years Nikki and I were visiting Grosvenor Court Care Home at Walpole Bay, Cliftonville, Kent, Mum's home for the last 7 years of her life, we witnessed the challenges and confusion of this debilitating and at present incurable illness. We saw Mum's personal battles, which were at times harrowing, losing her memory, mobility and lucidity. We also saw the difficulties the care staff are faced with on a moment-by-moment basis, often overwhelming and exhausting. Yet in the face of serious challenges, we have witnessed every resident being treated as an individual with compassion and kindness. These amazing frontline angels are just incredible to watch, so caring and attentive. And we will never forget the kindness, empathy and care the staff showed in Mum's final week when she was dying on the traumatic process known as end-of-life care. They went way beyond any call of duty. They made sure Mum was free of pain as possible and watched at all times. Staff members even did extra unpaid hours to make sure that she was fully looked after and as comfortable as possible. They were totally exceptional, and whilst in truth they are undervalued, underappreciated and underpaid, it's certainly not for the money that they are carers. For them, kindness is way more important than money. They treated Mum like their own family. It's all too easy to forget that all our elderly and those who are residents in care homes and nursing homes once had young lives and can tell a million stories of joy and suffering. We used to watch them all, wondering about their pasts. Sometimes they told you, sometimes they didn't. So that's why I wrote, "Once they had lives, young spirits by the sea, they danced in the ballrooms in true harmony. Now they stay in their rooms, they can lay there all day, they don't see the moon at the top of the bay." All these people had their nights in the moonlight and their days in the sun, not so long ago. The trickster is time indeed. So it's crucial for all of us to enjoy youth and vitality whilst we are able, to live as full lives as possible, because in the end, if we live long enough, old age, infirmities and disabilities will reach us all. Few are exempt. In Mum's heart she was always young, and in one of her lucid moments shortly before she passed on, she asked, "Where did all the time go?" My poem stands as a memorial to Nikki's mum and dad, Betty and Ian Glass, but it is also my hope that it will reach out to all of you who've been touched by the dementia, care homes, end-of-life care and the pain of losing a dear loved one. My heart particularly goes out to all the relatives and residents of Grosvenor Court Care Home, many of whom were Mum's friends, who tragically lost their lives to COVID-19 during the pandemic of spring 2020. And knowing the dedicated staff there, the pain, sorrow and stress they will have been going through during this time will have been incredibly challenging and heartbreaking. We acknowledge and salute these kind, brave and noble carers, and we pray for all who died in Grosvenor Court and similar care homes throughout the land. So our final wish is that the powers that be and the philosophy of our society will learn the lessons and look to treat our elders, many of whom went through the war to allow us the freedoms we enjoy today, with the dignity and respect that they so deserve, and thus establish a properly financed and integrated care system that is fit for the 21st century. God bless you all.